I'm Nadia Dunn. Welcome to IDX TV. We're here at the Package Fulfillment, Logistics and Delivery Expo in Cincinnati. I'm delighted to be joined by Larry from RL Liquidators. Larry, thanks for being here.
Very welcome. It's good to be here.
Now, can you tell us a bit about the company, please, and your background?
Well, RL Liquidators is very much what our company name suggests. We're a liquidation company. We work in the reverse logistics field, and any company that has product that they no longer want to send through their forward sales channels, we come in and we help to convert that back into cash so they can use that to continue to grow and to develop their business.
And tell us, what have you seen, the changes you've seen in the returns market over the last couple of years?
That is a really, really broad question. There's been a lot of changes. There continue to be a lot of changes, right? Companies are focusing a lot more on reverse logistics and returns now than they had in the past. And the more that companies focus on that and the more they assign resources to that, the more innovations start to come up around that. If there's any one change I had to kind of pick, it would really be the way that retailers are using to get returns back to them, right? If there's a sticking point in the whole online sales process, it's the return of the product, right? Everybody likes to get it, right? They're very excited when they come home and the Amazon package is at their front door. It's like Christmas, they get to open it up and they're very, very excited. When the time comes to return it, that's usually when the difficulty kind of comes in. So a lot of innovations right now are in how does the consumer get that product back to the retailer. It used to be you had to take it down to the post office. And there's just a lot of new innovation about how do you get that product back. One of the newest ones that we've seen are the lockers. I know they're far more common in EU than they are in the US, but they're starting to finally make a little bit of headway into this market. And the lockers is a great way for people to get their returns back to the retailer and just improve that particular touch point with their shopping experience.
We're also beginning to see more and more companies that are charging for their returns. Do you think that's going to become more common?
I think it's going to have to. What I think is going to happen is there's going to ultimately wind up being a consumer rating score, right? All of us have a credit score. I think you're going to have a consumer rating score. And the higher score you have, the less people will charge you for returns. The lower score you have, the more people will charge you for returns. I think there will be a certain time where if your score dips low enough, people simply won't allow returns. I think that's ultimately where it's going to go, right? The cost associated with returns is astronomical. And there's something about the culture in the United States. People love to send stuff back, right? They like to buy stuff and they like to send it back. And so as the return rates continue to soar with the increased traffic to online sales, the expenses associated with that are starting to really dig into these companies' bottom lines. They're digging into their profits, and that's something that's just not sustainable. So at some point, they're going to have to do something to either curb that or shift that expense back to the consumer.
And tell us about what coming to an event like this does for your company, Larry.
For us, it's just exposure. As a liquidation company, we're kind of everybody's dirty little secret, right? Nobody wants to have a liquidation company associated with their company. Reverse logistics is often called the dark side of retail. Yeah. Liquidations is the dark side's dirty little secret. So yeah, I always say,
sounds like a book.
Yeah, it is kind of right. I say if Darth Vader had a skeleton in his closet, it would be a liquidation company. But for us, it's just exposure, right? The more people we get exposed to, the more opportunities we have. And everybody has stuff they have to get rid of. Everybody needs a liquidation company. If you're in business long enough, you need a liquidation company. We came here because we wanted to meet the people that need all of the material handling equipment that's being showcased here. What's been shocking to me is how many of the material handling companies have come by to say, hey, I have whatever, right? ABC, I've got extra boxes, I have extra packaging equipment. Can you guys help us with that? So for us, it's just about meeting people, expanding our network, and getting more companies that we can liquidate for.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of the event, Larry.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for watching IDX TV, brought to you by CCL.